Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV. Okay, hopefully we're actually going to get a match on tonight because I think Paragon eSports and Valiant eSports will both be online imminently. So we are pleased to bring you our first match of the evening from the Plantronics Pro League. My name is Crisis. I'm joined by EJ. G'day, EJ.
Yo, what's up, Crisis?
Hey, I was really hoping that this would be our second game, but it is not to be. It's our first game, Paragon eSports versus Valiant eSports. And we were just talking about how things have been going for these two teams. Of course, this is week 2 of the Plantronics Pro League. And so week 1, both of these teams would have played a game already. Paragon went up against Sequential Gaming, and they lost to Sequential Gaming. But Valiant eSports, they went up against Invidious, who are formerly of Dinner Time fame, and they also lost. So that was a little bit of a shock. If you talk to the boys from Invidious, they will say, no, it wasn't a shock. But if you...
It was a shock to you, dude.
What's that? It was a shock to me. I wasn't expecting that. I was pretty sure, I was certain that Valiant would hold on to things. But
you're like, damn, that stuff's up my rankings.
And I'm just going to jump out of the server because I think they created it with some mutators or something like that. Yeah, so both of these teams coming off a week 1 loss, EJ, which means tonight, not only is this about stopping the slide in the power rankings that we were talking about earlier on, it's also about getting their first win of the first season of the Plantronics Pro League.
Dude, is the password the same as the match ID, or are they using the actual password?
The password that is specified on the match page is being used for the match ID and the password.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll go and do it now.
But it went down because I think they had mutators set up. I saw mutators flash up, and then they kind of disappeared again. So hopefully we're going to have everybody in the server. I'm going to just jump over to that right now, and hopefully we'll be able to get a game on. So I'm assuming that Paragon's going to be on blue, but I might have to switch things in just a moment, EJ, when the teams actually join. So just look out for that. If Paragon doesn't join blue, then that's your cue, mate. Just take over.
Struth, Crisis, you're getting owned by poor old Majin Debura in Twitch chat, dude. He's never heard a more bogan voice in his life. And maybe he doesn't realize you're South African or something.
Well, he might not realize that I'm South African in New Zealand. So I've had, 13 years now. 13 years of the Kiwi accent working on my very powerfully strong South African accent, what I came here with.
I mean, unless he's talking about me, but crikey, I don't sound like a bogan. Shit.
Well, I don't know. Do you know that I actually used to say...
Today, so it might be rubbing off on me.
Yeah, maybe. I used to actually call him Boggans and not Bogans. I saw B-O-G-A-N and I thought it was Bogan. All right, so Paragon are on blue. This is fantastic, ladies and gentlemen.
You, man. We know you're talking about me.
So we are about to get into the game in just a minute. Let's get some game sounds going.
All right, I'll quickly run through the teams for Paragon tonight. We've got FX, Carl, don't call him Carl, and Aussie Osbert. And for BES, we got the Graphite 47, Rever and Schmeevel. Fantastic players all around. We're going to see some awesome aerial action. Game is underway. 4 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock, and we're still at 0-all, and Aussie Osbert getting a beautiful defensive goal there. And there's the first goal, Crisis. Oh, Graphite 47. I was following Aussie Osbert. He got one defense on then, a little bit of a block, but he couldn't get the second. He was just out of position, couldn't get back, and Called couldn't get airborne to try and defend as well. 1 second, underway, Crisis, 1-0 in favour of Hess.
Yeah, Graphite 47's angle on that shot, a gentle little lob, beat 3 defenders. So all of them went up to try and take it, but he had the perfect angle. Nice little soft shot and sent it back into the goals. So the gauntlet thrown down by the boys from Valiant eSports, and they're already in the blue zone again, EJ, pushing for another shot on goals. combining together there. Schmiebel with that cross, but it was for naught as it got defended nicely by Paragon. Ball waffling in the corner though, so the pressure remains in the blue zone.
Now Aussie Osborne, great defense then, gets a wall climb on, and oh, nice coverage, just gets the shot blocked. He had a great shot down the right-hand side of the field then, and a good chance of bringing the scores back even. Airborne by Cole, pushes it to the side, nicely done, gets the centre ball coming in now. The aerial is not blocked by the defense. Aussie Osborne is up, he gets cut from over the top though. Long range shot in, it's still a possibility here to equalise Crisis. He can't quite do it. Can't quite do it. And VES on offense returning the favour.
Yeah, they had a good run of play there, and in fact it's continuing for them as Paragon gets the ball up. There's an opportunity, a soft shot though from Cole, goes floating up above the crossbar, and they stay with 0 on the board as the ball gets cleared out. Now back into the blue zone. Schmiebel carrying the ball up, but good defense there from FX. Gets it out of the way and sets it up in the orange zone for the boys from Paragon to have another shot at it.
And another shot they want to have, 2:58 on the clock. And they get air, they get high. Aussie Osborne knocking it downfield. I want to switch over and follow Called. Here's the one following up. Called with the cross shot just as I cross to him. Oh, Shoutcaster's luck that time, not a curse Crisis. As Paragon gets the ball. Beautiful in the replay here. Look at that. Just across the face of goal and into the side of the net. Fantastic work and very worthy of his pirate flag.
Yeah, nicely done. And that means it is dead even between the two teams. Paragon on blue and Valiant eSports on the orange team, going head to head in this first game of a best of 5. So neck and neck at the moment, and Paragon will be very, very pleased with that. Kind of the underdogs here. They're lower ranked in the power rankings and have been suffering a little bit with that slide as we mentioned earlier on, but they are doing well right now against Valiant eSports, who for a long time sat in the second spot quite comfortably until Jam Gaming came and upset things. This is dangerous though. EJ in the blue zone, the ball sitting up as the boys from Valiant try to keep the pressure on and break the deadlock, get back into the lead.
Yeah, Valiant doing a lot of like aerial twisting and turning and stuff too, but not a lot of ball hitting at the moment. And both teams really just sort of pushing it around the field. 1 minute 53:52 on the clock. And shout out to the Steve, who's having a listen as well. And Lost Pirates tuning in, Crisis. Shout out to the Pirate.
Nice one there. Somebody's wearing your hat, mate, so good to have you here.
It's got the Fully Roger out and the hat. He's his fanboy. Lost Pirate said it straight up. Go Call.
Go Cole. Okay, we've got more attacks coming through onto the blue zone. It's turned things around a little bit as Graphite, Rever, Schmiebel try and work together to get the pressure going on to blue instead of the defensive work that they've been forced into by Paragon eSports so far. That was so close.
So close. Graphite there hits it. It hits the crossbar and bounces just straight down, but right in front of goal and no one following it up. I'm sticking with Schmiebel though. Schmiebel's got a chance. Schmiebel doesn't need it. Graphics gets it in off a rebound. So an own goal has put Valiant in the lead. Crisis 2-1 with just under a minute left on the clock.
Oh, Cal will be kicking himself for that one. 1 minute or 59 seconds remaining as we head into the kickoff. And Paragon, they've been holding on so well. They've got to score another goal though. They've been able to do it before. They're not sitting on a donut, so they know that they can get one past Valiant eSports. Here's an opportunity. Lots of time in the orange zone. We've got two players from Paragon taking a shot, and it's FX this time who gets the connection and puts the ball into the back of the net. They've evened up the scores once more, EJ, and 43 seconds to play.
Well, I think the big thing with that play is FX has just saved himself from being benched at halftime and bringing Miracle Man, Paragon Miracle in to try and get some goals. And from the kickoff, though, he pushes forward up the field. I'm following Schmiebel in his lovely little pink car here. Inside ball. He's just covering the midfield. Misses that shot. This could be a good chance for Paragon. And it's FX down there on the ball at the moment. The airborne goes through. Oh, no! Schmiebel almost centers it for the opposition team. And he manages Crisis just to clear it out of there.
Here's an opportunity as Schmiebel gets the sidebar. It bounces off the crossbar with the second shot, and the defense finally gets a clear out. Heart-stopping moments for Paragon as they go and maintain two goals all and force an overtime. That was almost Valiant at the death, EJ, stealing the victory from under Paragon's feet.
Yes, and Rever, who I'm following at the moment, wants to have something to say about that. His teammate's airborne though, his teammate gets the shot in. Nice defense by Aussie Osborne. Schmiebel got the shot in, Aussie Osborne got the defense. And Rever just trying to get off the wall at the moment. It's like his tyres have got a bit of glue on them. But he pulls away, gets out of there. Those sunnies looking pretty cool on the top of his car there, Crisis. He's one cool dude, is the old Rever. He gets airborne, he gets the shot off. He can't quite get it. His teammate comes in for it. That could be it. No. Oh, Cole with a beautiful bit of defense then. Rever getting it in. Rever! Top right corner. Beautiful shot off the roof of the car. And Crisis, take us through the replay.
Well, one of the things that I just want to pick up is I think that we can force the replay to happen to spectators. That's new in the patch.
And that's good.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. Well, in the end there, Rever breaking the deadlock in overtime, going 3-2 up over Paragon eSports.
That's a great shot.
And Valiant will have a 1-0 going into the second game. I'm just going to sort out my overlays, EJ, and then I will ready up.
All right, so Graphite was the best standout that round. 2 goals, 4 shots, 2 saves as well. An all-round solid performance by Graphite, 47 for Valiant. Heading the way for Paragon was Carl with his 1 goal, 2 saves, and 3 shots on goal. FX, he also had a shot on goal and got a goal. So he was pretty up there, but no saves, unfortunately. So... Well, don't forget, everybody, we do have MVP awards that go out here on GameStar for broadcasted matches. So 2 matches tonight. We were going to have 3, but there'll be 2. So there'll be a head-to-head straw poll for the MVP later. And we'll have to be interested to see who's going to get it out of this match between Paragon and Valiant eSports. Kickoff underway here, round 2. It's a best of 5.
Well, straight away, the kickoff puts the pressure onto the blue zone, EJ. That means Valiant eSports looking to carry their momentum through, and Schmiebel does the job even before we can switch out of the overview mode. He waited for that ball to come up, anticipated it coming off the backboard and out of sight there on the screen, but he knew that it had got in. He got the perfect angle with the undercarriage of his car and sets him up nicely with a 1-0 over Paragon. Now, Paragon have been in this situation before. They've come back nicely each time. Beautiful defense there, keeping the ball out, but it's really looking very, very dangerous right now for Paragon. They might have gone to sleep for a moment, but we'll be looking for them to turn things around as we switch on over to Paragon FX. No! It's not going to get out of the blue zone. It gets turned around by Schmiebel, set up into the middle by Graphite 47, who takes a nice score off of the side post there, EJ, and sets up the 2-0 for Valiant eSports.
Yeah, great play indeed. I'm going to stick with FX just because his car looks like, you know, super pipped out here. So 4 minutes, 24 seconds. It's already 2 minutes down, and we haven't even played 2 goals down. We haven't even got through a minute yet. The Valiant guys turning the heat on Paragon. Lots of pressure. We're down in front of the blue goal mouth now. Managing to clear the ball out is Cold. I expect more from this team. Crisis, the Paragon, they're better than this. They need to really step it up here. They're just off their game at the start.
There's a chance, just as you say it, EJ. You are like a charm for Paragon. Every time you say they need to do something, they're doing it. And they even, well, it's not even up the scores. They claw one back, set it up to 2-1. And it is 1 minute over, 1 second over 1 minute's worth of play. And we've had 3 goals. And well, thank goodness it's not one-way traffic. FX there with a great defensive move there across the face of his goal. Another shot on goals though from Valiant, and yet another off the rebound. Graphite coming through and putting that one away in beautiful fashion. It's 3-1 now to Valiant eSports.
Oh, these players know I got a fever crisis, and the only thing that's going to cure it is a prescription of goals, and they're dishing them out here tonight for me. Great work by both teams. 3-1 the scoreline. 3 minutes 47 left on the clock. You're listening to EJ and Crisis. This is the Plantronics Pro League of Rocket League here at Cybergamer. And GameStar covering the action. Thanks for joining us, tuning in. Ball back down in front of the blue goal now. Shot coming in from Valiant. Just a bit wide though, so no real pressure. Centering ball coming in. I'm with FX. He's back trying to cover. He can't get back fast enough though, Crisis. Rever ramps home another one. Oh, he thought he was in cell block 13 as he drove that one into the back of the net, ramming it home. 4-1 is the scoreline in favour of Valiant eSports.
Lovely bit of flair there from Rever as well, earning him some style points and not just the goal as he spun around there, doing the business there. He's now on defensive duty. We're going to stick with him. He's done well so far to disrupt things from Paragon. Essential defense there from Schmeebel, keeping the ball out of the goals and now carrying it forward into the orange zone. We're still with Rever sitting back the whole time on defensive duties, EJ. In fact, I think the boys from Valiant eSports might be creating... Oh, they're trying to keep things... They're trying to create a shutout. I was just about to say, but Ozzy Osbourne catches them napping, gets up into the air, and beats two defenders with a nice shot into the middle of the back of the net. Middle of the back of the net, middle of the goal face.
That was pretty crap defense.
So it's 4-2, 3 minutes and 1 second of play still to go. And I wouldn't write Paragon eSports off just yet, as they've been able to score. They've been able to keep the score very, very close all the way through the game. FX carrying the ball up, sets it up for Ozzy Osbourne, who kind of waffles it before it gets to the midfield, keeping the pressure in the blue zone. They'll have to keep on defending EJ as Valiant eSports tries to keep them out, stop them catching up, and maybe even put on some points themselves. Whoa, all of the players there kind of watching the ball for a moment as and just letting it bounce in front of them. And again, that puts the pressure back into the blue zone.
Oh, it does, Crisis, and I'm just following Graphite here. He's been getting cross after cross, centering the ball, but he hasn't had a teammate backing him up. Schmeebel comes in and sideswipes him. No, he's going to pay for the paint job on that one. That was a class. Who did that? What was that we were playing the other night? The instant touch boom thing. That was pretty damn good.
Oh, Schmeebel with a fancy play. Gets beaten at the goal with the saviour, Cald, who has been doing a great job. Now their goalpost is empty. The ball sitting up in the air. This is the touches have to come from the defenders now to keep it away from the goal and prevent the follow through from Paragon. But Paragon seemed to be more intent on preventing more goals against them. They only had one attacker up there as the other two players fell back very, very quickly in anticipation of a breakaway from Valiant eSports. And that's kind of, well, the breakaway's gone by now. Revo, 1 versus 2, comes through and puts on the 5th. Look at this solo effort, EJ. He bounces it off of the wall and then gets up into the air, touches it over, and FX was so close to defending that. But the power in the ball too much, and 5-2 is the score now in favor of Valiant eSports.
All right, all eyes on Ozzy Osbourne as he charges into the kickoff there. 1 minute 14 seconds on the clock here. This is the second round of this Plantronics round 2 or week 2 action of the Pro League, the Invite League. These are the best of the best Rocket League players Australia and the rest of the world probably has to offer. And high-class action on tonight. Ozzy Osbourne flicks it forward off his bonnet, flicks it forward off the back of his car, but Schmeebel's back there to act as defense again, Crisis. And you're right, they're running a 2-1 sort of split attack offense sort of thing here, and it's working for them. They're 3 goals ahead, they're 1 game ahead, and I was about to say make that 6 goals, but nice bit of defense at the back by the man with the fanboys, Carl, doing the great job. Carl, I keep getting Carl.
Nice little play there from Schmeebel, trying to set things up instead of going for the goal. Passing it back to his... Oh, Carl, that we were following after that defensive period for Paragon, where they were desperately trying to hold the boys from Valiant out. They take their chance when it gets presented to them, and Cole puts 1 more away. 23 seconds to play. They've just got 2 goals to even things up, EJ.
Oh, it's close, 22 seconds, plenty of time to get 2 goals. And there goes the centering ball from Cal. He can't quite get there. Ozzy Osbourne's up. Ozzy Osborne, beautiful centre ball. Defense from Rever, flicks it down the other end of the field, to which Graphite and Schmiebel are down there waiting for it. Neither of them can get a connection onto the ball. 4 seconds. This is going to be round 2 to Valiant eSports, and they're going to take a 2-0 lead, Crisis, in this match tonight.
Yeah, very strong second game from Valiant eSports going up against Paragon in week 2 of the Plantronics Pro League. And it was very, very close in that first game. Not so close in the second game, but Paragon will take away from that game. I think, EJ, they've scored 3 good goals against their opponents. Now they've just needed to score another 3 and get the shutout and force a game number 4.
Right, we could be looking at a 3-0 shutout here, which with the clock ticking towards 8:30 Sydney time isn't a bad thing, with the next game going to start reasonably soon.
Do you know what would help the match to continue?
Be readying up.
You called it, mate. You called it.
Ha-ha! Get some.
All right, Valiant eSports going into the third game of the match with things firmly, with victory firmly in their grasp, or firmly in their sights, let's say.
Gripped it firmly like they're watching a bit of, Plantronics, ladies and gentlemen, are sponsoring our league tonight, and we love the guys over at Plantronics, doing a great job for us here. You listen to Crisis and EJ on GameStar. Round 3 underway, Crisis.
Yeah, the kickoffs happened when straight away. It is just like in the first game. We've got the boys from Valiant putting the pressure onto the blue zone, and Paragon having to defend for their lives. Can they make the difference, though, this time? Keeping the ball out of the back of their goal and taking advantage of carrying the ball forward like they have now. The pressure on the orange zone is very, very light as the boys from Paragon get back as quickly as they can. Just cold at the moment, sitting up and keeping the ball in the orange zone. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the signal for Ozzy Osborne. There he comes, looking for the cross and looking for a goal out of that. FX as well up in front, looking to create something. A nice reply though from Rever, has to be defended from the blue goal. And now Valiant eSports, they're guilty of this quite often, EJ. They've left their goal wide open, trusting themselves to get back in time like they did just then and get the clear out.
Oh, dude, you set me up with a great one with wide open, and I had to let it go.
Ozzy Osborne!
The keeper is Ozzy Osborne scoring. There was no keeper, Crisis. No one on defense. Oh, it was Schmiebel with the flyby, and gets the bounce off the crossbar and just enough momentum to push that into the back of the net.
And for the first time tonight, Paragon eSports are actually in the lead. They've scored the first goal. There's a donut on the board for Valiant eSports, and Paragon right now in comms will be yelling and screaming. They have got the best start possible out of this game. 3 minutes and 43 to play though, and the attack now coming through from Valiant eSports. Defended well by Paragon, but not well enough. Schmiebel carrying the ball forward. We've got Graphite 47 on screen right now, looking to create the center, but it is a little bit too soft. A floater from Schmiebel goes wide, and FX gets the clear out. Now carrying the ball up, but just against the wall from Rever, sets the ball up once again. Graphite 47 keeping the pressure on in the blue zone, but finally it's cleared out. Ozzy Osborne with a little bit of style in the midfield there.
Oh, Ozzy Osborne's full of style, dude. He's known as Mr. Style. When he's not using the tag Ozzy Osborne, he is just purely known on the servers as Mr. Style.
Well, Style's not going to get the ball out. That's it.
No, but it gets the ladies, dude, and that's what counts.
I guess it does indeed. 2 defenders from Valiant eSports now facing the attack from the boys of Paragon eSports. 1-0 up for the first time in the lead in tonight's Plantronics Pro League match. It's a best of 5, EJ. They are 2-0 down and playing for their lives right now, looking for that first victory in the Pro League.
Oh, the ball bounces over FX. He couldn't quite get there for the defense. Called behind him does though. Shot coming in on goal, goes off too high, deflected. And FX just taking a cruise up, checking the roof out, thinks it's pretty good, comes back down, gets a shot down towards the middle of the field. And it's bouncing sideways. Oh, missed aerial cross shot there by Graphite. He had a great chance to get his team back into this game. Clearing ball by FX down, centers it for himself, just misses his own cross. The ball comes in from behind him, though, from Cold. And Cold says to FX, you can't score, but I sure as hell can. And knocks it in from about halfway, Crisis. What a great shot.
Yeah, what an angle on it as well. He was going the opposite direction. He needed the ball to go. Use that double jump to fantastic effect. Nice bit of power on the ball as well, beating the defenders and setting Paragon up for a 2-0 lead. And straight away they get pressure back into the orange zone. They are playing out of their skin right now. Another shot that is defended by Schmiebel this time, but defended only just. They're just keeping it out of their goal face. Ozzy Osbourne now looking to set things up again. The ball waffling in the orange zone. The defenders again, they're getting beaten. They're sitting around. Schmiebel, the last man of defense now, gets out of the goals and chases after the ball, but Carl is there, turns them all around. We've got 3 defenders. Look at that, EJ. 3 defenders from Valiant eSports defending their goal. They have been spooked.
Yeah, dude, I actually think maybe Paragon have just like trolled Valiant really hard and like, we'll let them win the first 2 and then we'll just come back and smash them.
Well,
Might have been the strategy.
There is a fairly long season. Oh, that's some danger as FX gets the defense there nicely with the back of his car. But there is a long season of the Plantronics Pro League happening, several weeks. It goes well into the new year, 2016. So there is something to be said for a long mental game, setting yourselves up maybe as the underdogs, EJ, and then turning things around to the surprise of your opponents.
Yes, it's talking about surprising opponents. I'm following Cold at the moment, and he's got the pirate hat going in homage to Lost Pirate, who's tuned in tonight. If you also want to show homage to Lost Pirate, by the way, guys, all you got to do is put the Jolly Roger flag on, whack your pirate hat on, and drive around and pretend you're Lost Pirate in a game. He loves it.
He does. He's got his little fan club. It's growing. It's growing. I'm seeing more and more pirates on the servers, and I'm pretty certain it's because they all love Lost Pirates. Back on Paragon versus Valiant eSports. That is the 10-second countdown. And not a very high-scoring match, EJ. It has flown by, though, and Paragon eSports have picked up a game against Valiant.
There you go. So I'll remember to ready up at the start of this one. I think possibly one of the problems during that game was Rever's mum might have been downloading porn. His ping was out about 700 there for about half of that round, Crisis. So he clearly went and yelled at someone and they've stopped downloading or turned Netflix off or whatever the case may be. But his ping has settled back down. So he's a very happy camper. But he was right out of there ping-wise in that last game. This
is a problem that Rever's often had when he's played competitively in Rocket League, and I'm sure it plagues him when he's not playing competitively. So hopefully he'll have had his network issues sorted out as we go into game number 4 of the best of 5. So it is currently Valiant eSports who are just 1 game away from victory tonight, and Paragon looking to claw themselves back and force a 5th. That said, they can't do that just yet. Because they've got to defend things, get the ball out into the orange zone. They've done the first part of the business, doing exactly that, get a crossover. But there are 2 defenders camping right now in the goal face. It's not enough, though. FX comes over and takes advantage of a nice little cross there from Ozzy Osbourne, anticipating it beautifully.
Oh, FX backing up. That's beautiful, Crisis. Nice play.
And EJ, that's the 3rd goal in a row with no answer from Valiant eSports.
Yeah, their spirit has been broken, dude. Oh, maybe not their spirit, but you know, the Hyman for sure. It's right out of it.
So and just going to have a look, EJ, while you
cover MVP choice in. He thinks Scrub Novi, who's not even in the game, should be getting MVP tonight. It's a bit of a rough call. I don't think he's got much of a chance in the vote, but you know, throw his hat in the ring. Airborne again from Paragon. Defense coming in from Schmiebel, though. And it was Called who got up high to try and get that down. And Valiant too strong down at the other end of the field. Schmiebel getting it into the net. Brings the score 1-1, 3 minutes, 57 seconds on the clock. And fantastic Plantronics action there, Crisis. That could well end up in a Jam Gaming Top 5 Plays of the Week video, that one.
Oh, well, I hope so. So remember, all of you players, if you want to get yourselves into the Jam Gaming Top 5 Plays of the Week, make sure you're saving replays, because they use the replays, they make a 1080p replay reel, highlight reel of the top 5 moves. I assume it's just goals, or can it be like epic saves and things like that as well?
Well, I've seen the first episode, and it's mainly goals, but there's also some bonus footage which people may indeed want to watch. It's quite entertaining.
Oh, right, you've actually seen it.
Almost as entertaining as this game we're supposed to be commentating, which is currently sitting at 1 goal all with 3 minutes 20 on the clock, Crisis. I'm following Rever because he was the man with the ping. And he's just sort of bouncing around, hanging around his defense, now pushing up the middle, ball bounces forward, he backs it up, gets in, a nice bit of defense, drives it out of there, caught on the wall, can't get it, ball across the center of goal, Schmeeval in with a beautiful defense, keeps it clear, and the boys from Paragon not able to quite get it in. That could be a long-range shot. No, defense. Ozzy Osbourne at the back there, Crisis manages to just scoop it out. We do have an aerial shot on goal. Oh, he drops just too short, Crisis. He almost got it. Almost got it. Got that flick off the front of the bonnet and into the goal, but no such luck to him there. Rever's back on defense. Rever knocks it forward. Crisis, this could well be it.
Well, 1-1 is what it is at the moment, but neither of these teams want to go to an overtime, so they're taking their shots at goal. It's been nicely cleared though, back into the orange zone, carried by Carl. It gets set up, FX goes up into the air. He's not got the angle just right, so FX has to make sure that it just stays where it needs to, and that is the orange zone. A long-range shot, beautifully defended by Rever, but it is not enough. FX comes through and picks up the rebound from Rever's save. Look at that, pinched in the corner there.
But not good enough twice, Crisis. He could block it once, he couldn't block it the second time.
What a great shot. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I posted on the wall of the next game, that is Jam Gaming versus Team Molotov, which is our third match of tonight. Hopefully we're going to be able to cover the full game. We'll have to see if they wait for us, though, because this match may actually be going all the way to a 5th game in the best of 5. Now we've got Valiant eSports. They're looking to equalize. We've got a beautiful setup, but it touches the crossbar. It's hanging around. A second shot coming through. A third shot gets defended. So many. And Paragon, Ozzy Osbourne gets the clear out there. And Valiant eSports, having done everything but score a goal, have to try and start again. They're carrying the ball up. We've got 3 defenders from Paragon hanging about at their goal. They've so far been successful keeping things clear. Schmeeval doesn't get the angle to get the equalizer. We're coming to almost just 1 minute of play remaining. And a critical mistake there. Ozzy Osbourne picks up the score, but it was off an own goal, a rebound off of Graphite 47. And to his agony, we're going to be showing it once again because we have him on screen. Oh man, Graphite. Oh, he'll be ruining that. Well, 1 minute and 10 EJ, and it is game on. 3-1 at the moment in favor of Paragon.
Yeah, and the boys have just let us know that they're waiting. They're watching, dude. They're psyched up. They're and Orion, otherwise known as Onion to those who can't spell, but he is Orion, ladies and gentlemen. He's let us know that they are waiting, Crisis. So Jam Gaming spectating the match here as well, getting into this action. We are definitely going into a 5th game. I can't see Valiant getting 2 goals in 40 seconds. I have been wrong before, Crisis, but I don't think I'm wrong on this one. We've got a great return to form by Paragon eSports, and they are bringing the action hardcore here. And they've taken the second game out. Well, I'm jumping the gun, 25 seconds. But they're going to take this second game out. They've got a 2-goal lead, and we are going to go to a 5th game. It is going to be awesome.
Well, Valiant eSports definitely a little bit rattled at the moment. And Paragon right now, all they need to do is kill time. Get themselves between the goal and the ball. Don't even have to set anything up, really. 5 seconds remaining, and looking to even up the series 2-2 and force a 5th game. This is fantastic play from both of these teams, but
defense.
It is 2 games in a row for Paragon from 2-0 down. They've evened up the series.
Yeah.
And that is just the best thing about Rocket League. No matter how far down you go, there's always a way back up.
And some of these guys like going down hard, Crisis, like Graphite. He was absolutely potent in the first 2 games. That last game, no goals, 1 assist, 1 save, 2 shots. Graphite leading the way, needs to get back into the action, get a couple of goals, because when he's scoring, Valiant are winning.
All right, just waiting for all of the players to ready up. There you go. We had Paragon looking for a little bit of a timeout there, possibly discussing how they're going to put the pedal to the metal and seal the deal on Valiant eSports.
Christ, it's going to be hard to pick a MVP out of this one. There's been, like, all 6 players have had their moments.
Well, I tell you what, I hope that the Twitch chat has been watching, because maybe they can put forward some nominations. Schmeevel starts off with the best thing that you can do when you've dropped 2 games in a row. You come through after the center and put power on the ball, beat the defender, and score a goal within 3 seconds of play starting.
I've seen plenty of 4-second goals. That is the first in a match I've cast 3-second goal I've seen. That's it. That's gold. That is absolute gold. And but they can't go on defense. There's still too much time on the clock, Crisis. They can't shut up shop and try and defend a 1-0 lead in Rocket League when you're down, 2 games all and you're in the 5th game.
No, absolutely not. You cannot rest on your laurels. Paragon have demonstrated that they can score goals against Valiant eSports, even when Valiant eSports are turtling completely with 3 players in their goal face. So, look, they are just going to have to make sure they keep the attack on and prevent any sort of reply from Paragon. Now, Paragon's going to have something to say about it. Cole gets the ball up. He sets it up nicely. Into the air goes Ozzy Osbourne. And with the gentlest of touches, he nudges the ball in and evens the score with 4 minutes and 10 seconds of play remaining.
So who was that guy got the height on that to get that in? Was that Ozzy?
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. It was set up by Cald, and it floated there for an eternity in Rocket League points. I was sure there was going to be a just in the air, but no, there was no challenge really from Valiant eSports, and Ozzy Osbourne just feathered the ball with a beautiful angle into the goal. So doing well, 3 minutes and 56 seconds, and a reply disrupted by FX, who gets a halo, keeping the ball out of his net and turning things around, putting the pressure back onto the orange zone.
All right, I'm following Ozzy Osbourne, the master of the feather of the ball, and let's see what he can do here. He gets his own centre in. He manages to stop it returning downfield, and he picks up the can, got his boost ready. Schmeevel's just sort of nudging it. Ozzy Osbourne with the long-range centre crisis. This could be it. Oh, he hits the top of the frame. So close. He's got a teammate backing him up, not backing him up enough to get it into the net, though. And I was saying Graphite 47 had to step up, Crisis. That was great defense by Graphite 47 then. Outstanding.
Yeah, I tell you what, Rever, who was the last man of defense, was heading back towards the goal. He thought that it was going in. You could see him go up, and he actually caught the side of the goal, the post, at a weird angle, and it kind of waffled his car around a little bit. So he was sure that it was going in, and he will be breathing a sigh of relief that it did not in fact do so. We're back in the orange zone. We're sticking with Rever at the moment in the pink car, lurking in the mid lane, in the midfield. He's now looking to keep the ball in the blue zone. He gets pushed from behind though from one of the boys of Paragon eSports, and that means the ball gets turned around. FX jousting in the air. He wins the joust against 2 players from Valiant eSports, keeping the ball in the orange zone. It's sitting up. There's a shot. Ozzy Osbourne puts it away.
Ozzy Osbourne there, ladies and gentlemen. We see it on the replay. FX getting the beautiful centre. Ozzy spinning into the ball and off the roof of the car.
It's so good to see.
Side net all the way.
Lovely piece of play there. Paragon doing great work. They are back in the lead after conceding a 3-second goal, mind you. So they would have had to dig deep at that stage. EJ tell themselves, look, it's okay. It's at 3 seconds. And now here's the chance for FX. He gets the ball, and the angle is just perfect, though. My goodness, let's see this again. Ladies and gentlemen, he's far on the right-hand side, gets on over there, and gets it.
Shot.
That would have, Schmeevel would have had to change direction. He would have been moving forward to close the angle on the goal. Completely unexpected, that angle from FX.
Pull his own test on out and try and lasso it to stop that one. He had no chance.
So 3-1 at the moment for Paragon. 2 minutes of play to play in the fifth and final game of the best of 5 series in tonight's Plantronics Pro League. The pressure now coming on. It's turned around though a little bit. Valiant eSports looking to turn their fortunes around, change the direction of traffic and get some goals for themselves. But man, Schmiebel a little bit stymied there yet again. Oh, Rever with a halo prevents the 4th goal. Paragon are absolutely monstering around this field at the moment, EJ.
Yeah, they can't afford to get it to 4-1. They've still got plenty of time, minute 23 on the clock. Here comes the long-range shot. Here comes the centre. And it bounces out clear. Schmiebel tried his best to get that into that. Wasn't able to do it. FX gets his back door cleaned out by a car going right through him there. And the ball's down in front of the orange goal now. Here comes FX. Oh, but it's knocked out in front of him. This could be the return goal, Crisis. And it's Rever getting the score on to bring it to 3-2 with 1 minute, 4 seconds on the clock. We've seen a goal in 3 seconds, Crisis. Ample time on the clock. This is going down to the wire. 5th game of the Plantronics Pro League Invite League.
1 minute and 4 seconds. Now we know that the boys from Valiant they only need 3 seconds to score a goal. So 1 minute, that is 20 chances as far as they're concerned to put one in the back of the net. Best defense though is offense, and that is what Paragon are doing. They've got the ball in the orange zone. Keeping it up there is what is going to be critical, but Graphite 47's got something to say about that, clears it out. Cole though in the midfield gets the interception, gets a shot on goals, it bounces off the side and the defense is good from Graphite 47, carrying it out. 3-2 is still the score. We're approaching the 30-second mark. EJ and Paragon, this is where they need BMT to make sure that they don't...
On Graphite, switch over, Crisis. Oh. Graphite's got a chance at goal here. He just pushes it forward. He can't get around. His teammate backs him up. 3-all, 20 seconds to go. Oh, we're going to go into overtime in the 5th game, Crisis. What an awesome game to start the opening week of coverage here on GameStar for the Plantronics Pro League.
The highs and lows of this game. This is not quite a low, but with 20 seconds to go, things could go badly wrong now for Paragon, who were looking to score a reverse sweep and have had that opportunity. Good play, the ball up into the air, and oh, it's a tragedy if you're Paragon, but an absolute blinder if you are from FX. If you are from Valiant eSports, as Rever comes through and puts the ball into the back of the net. 8 seconds to go. They've broken the deadlock. They've restored the lead.
What an 8 seconds this is going to be, Crisis. 7 seconds. Shots off the wall. 4 seconds into the air. Can't get it. 2 seconds. They got no one there. 1 second. Oh, he gets a shot. No, it just deflects wide. Ball still up. Ball still up. Ball is still up, and Aussie tries his best to keep it in the air, but it's going to hit the ground now. Maybe not, still in the air. Graphite in there, knocks it down. He knocks it down to take out the win. What a win it is, Crisis. Valiant eSports taking it 3-2 with an absolute nail-biter in the 5th game.
Well, I tell you what, I am out of my seat after that game. What a match. Almost...
Pants. I took my pants off in round 3. This is such good action.
Almost a reverse sweep for Paragon eSports. Look, they will be disappointed that they've lost, but goodness me, did they make Valiant eSports work for it. Valiant 3-1 down in that final game, and with 1 minute to play, they scored the essential second goal, and then putting another goal into the back, making sure that they got themselves equalized. They didn't need the overtime though, with an 8 second to go, 4th goal, and giving them that victory. So close though. Paragon almost scored a goal at the death there, EJ.
Yeah, and I'm thinking MVP, Rever's going to get my vote, dude. He had a shocking ping there in the middle rounds, and that cost him and his team dearly. Once that stabilized, he came back, showed some class, and finished with 3 goals in that final game.
All right, so we've got to take some nominations for the MVP. Let's have a look. Couple for Rever. Scrub Novi voted for himself, but he didn't play. Graphite for the save at the end. So, look, I don't know. You know, this was a series that went a long way, and I don't know if one moment is is
Well, I
all.
thought Graphite early in the game, but he went pretty quiet there, and he really dropped off in rounds 3 and 4, but he came back in round 5. Didn't get the goals, though. I'm going with Rever. You've got to get goals to win games, and Rever got 3 goals that final round, and I think that was a strong finish. He gets my MVP.
All right, Rever with the MVP. He'll go into the hat, and we'll be back in just a minute, ladies and gentlemen, when we bring you Jam Gaming versus Molotov Esports.